Hello everyone, welcome to the Angular 8 Mediator level training session number 1 organized by ProcoGuru. I am Prasad Pawar. I am a Stack developer and also instructor at ProcoGuru. So first of all, let me walk you through the entire session, what we are going to see into this entire session. This is the entire syllabus that we are going to cover into this entire Mediator level session, which includes in the first session uh, we are going to create a Angular application according to the theme, and the theme for this session is contact management system. And in the second session we are going to see what are the Angular services and how we can create and manipulate these services. In the third session we are going to see the CRUD operations. CRUD operations means create, read, update, delete operations using JSON server. So actually JSON server is a library which turns your JSON file as a database, or it treats your JSON file as a database, so that you can read data from that JSON file, or you can write, update, delete data into that JSON file. Then we are going to see the REST APIs. REST APIs means many of the times that client side needs to be communicate, or client side we need communication between client side and the server side, right, for getting the data. So in that case we use these REST APIs to get, put, post, delete data from server to the client. So we're going to see them. And then we are going to use JSON blob for live data manipulation over the internet. So JSON blob is a cloud-based storage for JSONs, so that we can get the data from JSON over the internet using these APIs, or we can post data similarly like this get, put, post, delete things. And finally we're going to host our application on Firebase. So as all of you have gone through gone through the basic level training of this entire Angular application. So in that basic training session we have deployed our application on GitHub pages. So for having a change, in this session we are going to deploy our Angular application on Firebase, which is also free of cost. So let's continue with the session. So in the today's session we are going to see the introduction to Angular. Then we are going to create a Angular application on the theme contact management system. Then we are going to integrate a HTML5 template into our Angular application, and then we will make changes according to the theme. So as our application is contact management system, so we will make changes according to that theme, right? So first of all let's start again with the Angular. So what is Angular? So Angular is a trending client-side web application framework which is used to create high-performance web applications. Means web applications means any application or any website that can be run on the browser. By using Angular, we can create high-performance web applications for mobile and desktop as well. So let's go to the VS Code for the later session. So currently I have created a Angular application using command this ng new project name, and then I have added routing to it. So in the Angular basic level training session I have covered all the CLI commands which are used for creating any new Angular application, or creating components and other things, or compiling the application. So I've covered all these CLI commands into that session. So if you have not gone through that, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can watch that videos there. So I have created a new Angular application called CMS, which means contact management system. So as we can see it here, so let's compile that application and let's see if it we can see it on browser or not. So for compiling a Angular application we have a CLI command as ng sir. So what it will do, it will compile our entire application. So So for compiling the application, first we need to be into the project directory, right? So our project directory is CMS under this Angular mediated level. So that's why it has given this error. So what it is saying is the serve command requires to be run into the Angular project, but a project definition could not be found because we are into this Angular mediator directory. So first of all we have to go to this CMS, and now as you can see we can run the ngserve command. So this ngserve command will compile our Angular application, and it will make our Angular application available on localhost 4200, which is a default port for running a Angular application on real time. And if you want to change the port number for the Angular application, so you can change it by using adding just port option into this ngserve command. So it will host your application onto that particular port. So now the application is compiling. So now as you can see that our Angular application has been compiled, and it is available on localhost 4200. If you have changed the port, so it will give you the changed URL as well here, so don't worry about it. So now currently it is available on localhost 4200. So let's go to the browser and check if it is working or not. Localhost 4200. So now we can see that the Angular application is working on localhost 4200, and we can see the default template which is created by the Angular onto this page, right? So now what we have to do is we have to search for a HTML5 template, external template for our theme, which is contact management system. And as I have so in the basic session we have seen that how we can get that HTML5 templates for our application, right? So you can search for free templates as well. So it will give you lots of options for the template, so that you can choose between them. So as we can see, there are a lot of template options, so we can choose between them. So let's explore. You can add the filter for the price as well. So I think this is better. So we can download it. If it is free, we can download it directly. So from here we can also check the live demo for that application. So here we can see how it is looking. So this is the dashboard, this is the UI elements, panels. These are the forms, charts. This is the chat room. Okay, so we will download this template. So in the previous session or in the basic training session, we have seen that how we can integrate that third party or external HTML5 template into our Angular application. So that's we are going to do the same for this template as well. So first of all, you just have to extract the files from this zip. Here you can see all the files which are all the forms and files here. So if you open the index file, so you can see the same dashboard here, right? So what we have to do is we have to integrate this template into our Angular application. So first thing we do is we copy all these libraries, CSS, images and all the things into our assets folder of our Angular application. So just copy all these things from here and just paste it into our project directory asset folder. It is in source, then assets, and just paste all these things here, right? Then go to your this project directory. As we can see that all the files are available in this asset folder. So now what we have to do is in the browser on the localhost 4200 we can see this default template which is created by the Angular application itself, right? So we have to remove this and we have to add templates or the content which we want, right? So the default template created by Angular application is present at this app component.html file, right? So what we will do, we will just remove all these things and just simply to check if it is working, we will write a h1 just save it, and onto the browser you can see this thing.
Hello, Prasad. Hello. Hello,
Hello.
Prasad.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, your screen is means stucking. It's saying late after that.
Okay, still it is similar. Hello.
Now your cursor is on after the H1 tag now.
Okay, can you say it now? Hello.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can you
now
see?
it's better.
Okay, fine. So let me increase my font as well.
Hello, Prasad.
Yeah, hi.
Outer outer भी करना है क्या? Hello,
Hello.
Prasad.
Yeah, hi.
Outer भी निकलना है क्या?
Hello.
या outlet भी निकलना है क्या?
No, no, no. We have to place it there. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So currently, I have not put any routes into our application. So I have not put that router outlet thing there. I'll put it there. I'll put it there. Okay. So I have increased the font size as well. So is it visible to you now, all of you? Hello.
Yeah, Prasad, visible.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So just to check if it is working or not, just write this h1 tag into this app component.html, and let's see if it is if we can see this onto our localhost 4200. So yes, we are able to see that h1 tag into onto our localhost 4200. So means this is working fine. So now what we have to do is we have to create different components for our Angular application, like right. So for that we have to create a component folder, because we have to maintain a modular code for our application, right? So keeping our code modular will help you in maintain the code easier, and you can read the code easier, or you can maintain that code very easily, right? So if you place everything into the same folder, into the app folder, means the component is there, the services are also there, so it will make your code messy and not much maintainable. So to make it presentable or maintainable, so we will create different folders for different like for component we have different directory, for services we will keep it into another directory. So maintain this format of writing the code, so it will make your life easier. So let's create a folder for our components, and we will keep all our components into that folder only. So into the app we will create a folder called components. So now we will create our components into this folder only. So to copy this file path from here, open a new terminal, go to this directory. So now Angular mediator cd cms source app components. So now as you can see we are into this components folder. So now what we have to do is we have to create our first component, or our landing page, right? So for creating a component, a CLI command is ng g or generate c for component, or you can write component directly, and then we have to specify the name for this component. So as it will be a landing component. Landing component means whenever you hit our website URL, the first page you are going to see will be your landing page, right? So we will name it as landing page.
What is Lambda?
Sorry.
What is this before NG?
ng
What is that exactly?
Which part? Landing page?
Before NG.
No. This is my terminal. So this is git bash. So this is looks like this only. So this is entirely my terminals, my part. So don't worry about this thing. So we just have to put the CLI command from nggc and landing page. So this is a part of my terminal entirely. So we'll create our first component, which is landing page. So now we have created our first component here, and then let's create another component called home nggc or dashboard, nggc dashboard. So it will create a dashboard component as well, right? So now we are having two components into this component directory, which are dashboard and landing page itself. So in the basic session I have explained that every Angular component have these four files into it, which is css, html, ts, and this spec.ts file. So css is basically used for css, adding styles to the specific component. In html file we write the html code for this particular component. In the ts file we write the functions for this component, and into the spec.ts file we write test cases, automated test cases into this for this particular component, right? So now we are having these two components in place, but currently we cannot navigate to that component because we don't have defined routing for this component. So for defining the routing, we have to go to this app routing model.ts, and in this file we are having this routes array, so where we can define routes for our component so that we can access that component using our URL or the routes, right? So for defining a route, a syntax is path, and for the empty path the component will be landing component, right? So this will auto import the landing component. So what this will mean is when there is no path assigned, or which will be plain 4200, it will open a landing component, right? So let's define a path for home component or dashboard component as well. So the path for it will be dashboard, and the component for it will be dashboard component, right? So just save it and go to the browser and check. But when you come to this thing localhost 4200, you can observe that we are not able to see that landing page, right? So reason behind this is we have just defined the routes, we have not added the router outlet for this thing. So router outlet is the important thing which loads the components according to the routes, right? So we place this router outlet into this app component.html file always. So to see the components according to the route, so we have to place this router outlet here and just save it. Now the expected behavior is when there is no path we can see this landing page, and when we put the dashboard path, so it should take us to the dashboard page, right? So let's go to the browser and check, right? So this landing page works. So when we are at localhost 4200 means there is no path. It will take us to the landing page, and when we will add the dashboard path, it should take us to the dashboard page, right? So this is how we have added this routing as well. So now what we are going to do is we are going to integrate that HTML template that we have downloaded into our Angular application, right? So let's see if we are having any page for landing, because into the landing page we will need a login form, something like that. Yeah, we will do it. First of all, we have to import all the CSS and JavaScript files into our Angular application in order to make that template working. So just dash u. So this is the template that we have downloaded. So first of all, let's import or let's open this index.html file.
Prasad, hello Prasad.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, you are audible to me.
Yeah, your voice is again breaking and your screen also stucking the same time.
So where did you lost
Now
me?
better.
Where did you lost me?
In download folder now there is open now that page only open.
Okay, fine.
After
So
that,
from download menu, what we are going to do, we are going to open the index.html file into VS Code in order to copy all the paths for that CSS and JavaScript file, so that we can integrate that uh, template into our application. So that's what I'm going to do. So I am into the directory of that template that we have downloaded. So what we have to do, we have to open this index.html file into our VS Code, because we have to copy all the CSS files and JavaScript file into our angular.json, right? So what I will do is CSS. So I will go to, in order to integrate the HTML5 template into our application, we have to add all these paths for the CSS and JavaScript files into our angular.json file, right? So for styles, we have to define the styles into the styles array. So we will do the same. We just have to remove these things. So instead of doing this manually, I have just found this much thing, and I'll replace it with nothing. So it will save a lot of my work. And similarly for this link relation, I will just replace this thing. So this will save my time as well. because in this array we will need only paths for our CSS files. We don't need anything else, so we have just kept the paths for our CSS files. So now all these CSS files that we have imported into this assets folder, assets and then CSS, right? So we have to give the path according to that. So we have to put source assets, and then we have this lib folder, right? So we will add this path accordingly, source assets, then lib, source asset lib, source asset CSS, source asset CSS. Now we have this path for this entire or all of these CSS files that are available into this index.html file, right? And similarly we have to do for JavaScript files as well. So go to angular.json, and for the JavaScript files we have to put all this path into this scripts array. So let's look for other JavaScript files. This is header. So here we can see these JavaScript files as well. So we have to import all these files into angular.json as well. So just copy all these things, go to angular.json, this array, just replace these things. We just need the paths for that JavaScript files. And all the paths should be comma separated. Right, so now we have provided all the paths for it as well, but as we can see the paths are from this lib, but we have put this lib folder into our assets folder, so we have to provide the entire path for it. So we will just add this thing into these paths. So now we have added all the paths for this JavaScript and CSS files. So let's copy all this content into the body section, so we will copy all this content which are into the body section, and we will, for testing or for checking if the entire template is working or not, we will just put that thing into our landing page.html file and just save it. So now the expected behavior, the CSS will be break because we have compiled the older application. We don't have the newer files compiled into our this stage, right? So for make that working, we need to recompile our application so that our Angular application can get that CSS and JavaScript files and can apply that CSS to that, right? So if we go to this CMS now, we can see it is not working. So let's go to the inspect and see what is the error there. There is a syntax error. Is not. Yeah. So this is the compilation error. So just recompile our application and let's see if it is fixed or not. So for recompilation, we will start ngserve again. So what it will do, it will just compile the entire new CSS and JavaScript files that we have imported into package.json file, so that it will be available for our application. Till the time this is loading, any one of you having any questions? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Prashant, you are audible.
Yeah. Do you have any questions, guys? So till the time it is compiling, we can go over that. Anyone? Okay, fine. So I think we have got some CSS error here. So let's see what is that. Assets, text, JavaScript. No file is there called CSS, CMS, source, assets, text, and then JavaScript. There is no file CSS, source, asset. So it is saying that no such file or directory available. into this project directory CMS source asset, then text. So we don't have anything for this text, so let's check if we are left for it.
No, you mentioned their path now.
Yes, yes,
In
yes.
Angular.json, there is a text.javascript, but actually the file is not there, na? So it's giving error. Go to the Angular.json first.
Yes, this is the
I will show you
exact error
in Angular.json.
because we are not having the text folder here, so it is giving us the error. So for resolving this error, we just have to remove the path from here, the JavaScript
Yeah, that's one
source
taken in.
asset. So let's
Last part, Prasad.
yeah, this is it. So we will recompile the application again. So if such error, if you are getting such errors, just check once into the template directory if you have left that thing there to be copied, and if not, just remove that path from the package.json or angular.json file. So this will be a quick fix for this. So into the we got an error, source asset css styles.css node modules source field index.js unexpected. There is, it is saying that there is a unexpected curly brace onto the line 1628 in file style.css 1628. So to go to directly that line number, you can just press Ctrl and G, and then you have to put the line number 1628. So it will directly take you to the that line number. So just check if this solves. So now into the style.css itself, it is not finding this background URL because we have changed the paths of these assets, so that on line number 700, so to go to that line number, just press Ctrl G and then line number, so it will take you to directly to that line number. So it cannot find that this image. So what is the path? So dot into the next directory, I think this is style, in image, back image, and then arrow up. So we don't have this image, so what we will do, we will just comment this thing, because I have checked into the images folder as well, so I have not found that image, so I've just commented that thing. Same with image now expand png. So let's check if we have that image or not. So I don't think we have that, so let's comment this as well, 271 271. So we don't have this thing as well, so just comment (262). So now we can see that the application is compiled successfully. So just go to the browser and at localhost 4200, the expected behavior will be, we should see that template here. Now we have this error that if name is not a known element. So just go to our landing page, f name. So we have to change that name into p, and then muted So for muted, just replace that muted tag with p tag. So hope this will solve that error. Unexpected closing tag of p at line number 480.22. So I think p. I think we have this p as well. So just for muted, let's make it h3. Because we were having this p here and we cannot close or we cannot enter a p into p. So I think that's why it was giving us the error. Or by mistakenly the previous p tag was closed, so that's why it was giving the error. So now let's compile it again and let's check if it is working. So p is closed, 480. P may happen 480. is already closed by another tag 654. So we have to just replace this name by S3. I'm just changing that p tag into div because it was giving error of closing that tag. So while integrating the template, we have to keep in mind this small things, because every single thing will matter into the integration. So now we have resolved all the errors, but we cannot see these images here, as you can see, right? So it is because of most of the images are not found, or the path which we have provided here are not absolute, so that the application is not able to find these images. So let's provide a path for these images from assets img, so that it will be available for or the images will be available for the application. So let's see if it is working. Right, so the images are working now. As we can see that our dashboard is now working. So this is how we can integrate our application or integrate the HTML5 template into our Angular application. So I think we have covered our first half. So